What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Just had to come on after I did the post game, went through, did a whole lot, but then I listened to some of the quotes from Robert Saleh in the press conference after the game, and I just think the New York Jets, as an organization, from top to bottom, both Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, by the way, Joe Douglas is in the mix here, need to stop being so stubborn with the quarterback position. Really, this goes back to week one. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt 4 plays into the season. The Jets win the game. A crazy, miraculous kind of performance. It was fun. It was a fun game, obviously, although we knew that, unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers' season was coming to a close. That Tuesday, September the 12th, the New York Jets should have signed any quarterback, any available quarterback, Carson Wentz, Colt McCoy, anybody that was available, to just add another body, because you had 3 quarterbacks on the roster, and Zach Wilson had to be elevated, Tim Boyle had to be elevated, and obviously you lost Aaron Rodgers. So just even for a numbers game, it would make sense to add someone else. But more importantly, as I did in a video earlier last week, I said the New York Jets needed to add and still need to add a veteran quarterback in case of emergency. They could say all they want, that they want Zach Wilson to be the starter of this team going forward. That's fine. You could think that. But if there's an opportunity where he needs to come out or you need to make some sort of a change, you have to have another option. And if Tim Boyle's not a realistic option, then that's a problem. So fast forward to today, a really crummy performance from the offense, really crummy performance from Zach Wilson. And here's what Robert Saleh had to say after the game when asked not only if Zach Wilson will continue to start, but why Zach Wilson is going to continue to start.
Has Zach shown you enough to keep him as the starter going forward?
Yeah, he's fine. That's not a question.
At what point do you just decide maybe, you don't want to let the season get away from you? So do you continue to go, like if it continues to go in this bad direction?
We're still early in the season. We knew that even with Aaron at quarterback, we knew that there was going to be some hiccups along the way because of the new offense, new play caller, new O-line, new players all over the offense side of the ball, and now you've got this curveball that was sent to us, and so there's they're acclimating and they're going to get better, and but it's still very early in the season.
You walk us through what happened with the offensive line.
Remaining starter without, you still have the opportunity to look at the film, get the pulse of the team, talk to your coaches. Why you said, yeah, he's fine? Why is it so definitive?
Right now, Zach is the best player he's who gives us the best chance to win.
He gives the Jets, in the coach's words, in Robert Saleh's words, he gives the Jets the best chance to win. If that's the case, you may need to add more additional offensive firepower to the roster, meaning at the quarterback position, because there's not a whole lot else that you could possibly do or say to justify it at this point. He's had a very, very long leash at this point. He got another opportunity after everything that went down at the end of last year. It looked like his time with the New York Jets was going to be over. Kind of just sit back, relax. He was never supposed to play this year, and immediately has to get thrown in 4 plays into the season, and has now 2 additional starts, but there's no one else currently on the roster that they feel that they could go to as a legitimate backup option or another, in general, a change. The frustration's already beginning to mount. We saw Garrett Wilson on the sidelines going after it with Nathaniel Hackett and Zach Wilson. These guys are competitors. They're not going to just sit there and mope. They want to win, and that's what Michael Carter said. We want to win more than anything. And Michael Carter was upset on the sideline. He was seen yelling at the running back coach. And you're playing with fire. You're very, very close to losing the locker room again, because this happened last year with the Zach Wilson and going to Mike White. They probably should have pulled Zach in that game against the New England Patriots and went to Mike White at that point. But there's no one to go to. If they don't think that Tim Boyle can play, which to me, this is what it says, that they don't believe that Tim Boyle can play, because they wouldn't go to him in this game. And they also have no plan of going to him, or Zach, there's no shot of them making a change right now with Zach. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you just look at his last 6 starts in the league, they have put up 10 points, 10 points, 22, 6 of which came from the Xavier Gipson touchdown return on special teams. So 16 on offense, 3, 17, and 3. They haven't reached 20 points in his last 6 starts. 10, 10, 16 on offense, 3, 17, and 3. Those are your last performances from Zach Wilson as a starter. And again, like, if you don't trust Tim Boyle to come in and take snaps for you, then you have to have someone else here. Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz have supposedly called the Jets and expressed interest in coming and joining. Like, what are you doing? They are being ridiculously stubborn, and they have to do something different. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expect a different result. And I get it. I know there's going to be comments about it. Well, Nathaniel Hackett stinks and the offensive line stinks. Well, like, yeah, there's factors in that as well. Nathaniel Hackett was not good against the Patriots earlier today. He wasn't. You know what was better? The offensive line. The offensive line did look better in this game earlier today. Zach Wilson did have time to throw. He was holding onto the ball forever. My question or my rebuttal to you would be these 3 things. While, yes, the play calling was absolutely a factor, not the whole factor, but a factor, did Nathaniel Hackett hold on to the ball for too long and take sacks when he had no business taking sacks? Did Nathaniel Hackett take a sack for a safety instead of taking the check down to an open Tyler Conklin or Breece Hall? Did Nathaniel Hackett throw a screen pass on 4th and 10 and to effectively end the game? Did any of those 3 things happen from Nathaniel Hackett? No. And again, that's not justifying Nathaniel Hackett's job. He didn't call a good game. But there's only so much that you could do as a play caller when guys are open and your quarterback isn't able to go through the progressions and make the right reads and hold on to the ball for too long and take these sacks. There's only so much you could do. So yes, the play calling needs to get better. Of course, that also has to improve. But again, there's only so much you can do when you are that limited at the quarterback spot. It's time. They have to make this change. Let me know your thoughts. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time.